I was sentenced to 5 years in prison for my wife's embezzlement of public funds. After serving 2.5 years, I earned a chance at parole for good behavior. All I needed was my wife's guarantee, and I could walk free. But during her visit, she told me she was pregnant with another man's child, wanting to seize her prime childbearing years. I spent a month in the icy depths of despair in prison, and when we met again, I finally relented. I can raise the child, but you must cut all ties with him. She didn't refuse my request, even painting a picture of a bright future with me. Yet, on the day of the parole signing, she suddenly chose to back out. I'm sorry, Joa. It was Zimming who took care of me during your absence. I owe him. Just focus on reforming yourself. Let me give him these remaining 2.5 years of a warm family life with his wife and child. A sharp pain pierced my heart, and my constricted throat struggled to utter a question. Qianyun, shouldn't you feel indebted to me? It was I who mortgaged all our assets to cover the shortfall when her embezzlement was discovered. But she turned around and pinned the blame on me, colluding with the board to send me to prison. A hint of impatience flickered in her eyes, and she fidgeted with the clasp of her bag. Yes, I owe you, but you didn't expose me back then, did you? If it was voluntary, why bring it up now to gain sympathy? I was already 29 when you went in. Did you expect me to wait 5 years and miss my prime childbearing years? A man's 5 years and a woman's 5 years are not the same. You shouldn't be so selfish as to bind me. She spoke so lightly, as if the person sitting across from her was just a business partner weighing pros and cons. Impulsively, I asked her, "Do you still love me?" Her expression froze for a moment, then softened. You and I are legally husband and wife. I will spend the rest of my life with you. So, please, just grant me this. Let Zimming have these mere 2.5 years, okay? Mere 2.5 years? Did she know how agonizing those mere 2.5 years were? Each day, feeling like an eternity? I closed my eyes gently, trying to conceal the welling moisture. Qianyun, let's get a divorce. After a long silence, she stood up resolutely. At the door, she turned back to look at me. We're adults. Don't say things in anger. A man appeared at the corner, considerately took the bag from her hand, and put his arm around her waist as they left. The lawyer stood there awkwardly, asking me cautiously, Mr. Song, besides your wife, only that person can vouch for you, shall we? I slowly opened my eyes, finally letting the tears fall. I brought this upon myself. These remaining 2.5 years, let them be my punishment for misjudging her. After the lawyer left, I returned to that cold, bleak cell. Life here was unchanging, almost identical